Hey guys, I am making a quick video about Juvia's place because I realized I kind of have a decent amount of products to really judge the brand. There's a few things I haven't tried, obviously, such as the matte lipsticks, the lip liners, the any of their eyeliners I have yet to get to. But the products I do have, I am very, very happy with. I really enjoy this brand. I love everything about it, the packaging, the color ranges. Just, I don't know, it's just a great brand with a great quality, decent pricing, like not too expensive, which is good. Um, it's just a good brand. I mean, it's kind of hard to elaborate on it really without talking about the products first. So let's start with an eye primer. This is the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Primer. It's kind of a mouthful, but this is what it looks like. I have shade number 1. It's the lightest one. There are 3 shades. There's a light, a medium, and a dark. Because it is an eyeshadow base, it is supposed to be lighter than your skin. This is definitely very light. However, it is very blendable. Comes across the skin very nicely. You only have to touch it up ever so slightly as you go. It's not a super thick formula, but it's definitely like concealer consistency, if that makes sense. Speaking of concealer, I've used this as a concealer. I've used this underneath concealer. It's just, the formula is just great. I think it's really, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't crease. It really holds up, which is cool. Because a lot of eye primers, they claim to be, all kinds of things, whether it's mattifying or creaseless or whatever. It's like, it's hard to find one that like actually says or does what it says, I should say. But yeah, this was recommended to me by a friend that used to work at an Ulta. They were like, hey, you gotta try this because, I use concealer as primer sometimes, and I didn't even really have an eye primer for a while. I think I've just been using concealer for so long. But yeah, he was like, you gotta try this. And I did, and it's been totally worth it. I don't recall how much it is, but it can't be more than like $12. It's not that bad, you know what I mean? But plus, look at the size of the bottle. Like, that's pretty good. And it's just kind of a squeeze tube, so just be very careful with how much you use, because like I said, it's not a super thick formula, but like, it's medium coverage, let's say. But yeah, be careful with that. Next, I'm going to talk about the 2 eyeshadow palettes. Oh, you guys. So the first one I got this a long time ago, but it's the Warrior 2 palette. First of all, look at that. Beautiful. It's a great neutral palette. Look at that. So pretty. You got the cool tones, the warm tones, the reds. And this color's nice for like doing the, and they do like eyeliner, but it's very soft because they use a black eyeshadow. This is great for like blending out the darker part of the liner. Because it's kind of a gradient from like black to, blended out. It's very difficult to do. That's why I haven't done it yet. But basically, this is a great color for that because it's not completely black. It's almost like a gray black. And then this is the super pigmented black. This whole palette is extremely pigmented. Hello? One second. Sorry about that. I had to let my cat out. Anyway, what I was saying is the pigmentation is just so awesome. Like I said, this is a great neutral palette, but it's still colorful enough to like work for, any skin tone, any choices, whether it's eyeshadow or using this on the face, because the pans are pretty big. So, I think this is like 20, maybe less, which is nice. Next is a newer one, I think, but it's the Warrior 3 palette. This one, oh my god, look at that. So cool. This one is very colorful. I love this one. I haven't used it yet, but I honestly can't wait. Like, look at how beautiful this is. And like I said, multi-use because I like crazy colors and these pans are huge. So, yeah. This is this one. And it's the exact opposite of the other one. So I have both sides of like the spectrum. I have the neutrals and I have the clown. But they're so pretty. Love it. Next, I'm going to talk about the blush. You guys, some of the best blush I've ever used. It's gorgeous. This one in particular, I have the Juvia's Place Blushed in Volume 6. Kind of hard to see, but this is Volume 6. This is the orange one. These colors are so, so beautiful. I used this one in a Get Ready With Me, and it was like pigmented. Like, I can't even explain it. You'll have to like go see basically to see how bright it is on my face. It's so beautiful. It's like the exact color what's in the pan. Like, it's not sheer. The color doesn't change on your skin. Like, it's bright. This one, I'm gonna actually use this as an eyeshadow tomorrow. Because I did swatch it and it's so pretty. It's just very, you know, I mean, look at it. It's an orange. So, you know, these are just really beautiful. They are just, I don't even know. Like, obviously I use powder over my foundation and then I do the blush over the powder. And sometimes that can give you a cakey look, or it'll, you know, when it's cakey, it'll settle more into your pores and your lines are super visible. Like, it can be unpleasant when you get cakey. This was so smooth on my face all day. Like, when I tell you, this is a very smooth blush. It's a perfect powder. It's extremely pigmented. Like, you know, I used it once and I'm stunned. I just think this is so, so pretty. And they have a couple other palettes. Like I said, this is the 6th one, so they have 6 total. But yeah, you know me, I love my orange, so absolutely beautiful. Next is the Juvia's Place Powder Foundation. This is, I've talked about it a couple times. I stand by what I said. So I'm in the color Madrid, which is light 2 or light 3, one of those. But I do think it's a really good powder. I mean, I'm using it until it's gone. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna waste it. I'm not gonna say I don't like it when I use it like every day. You know, it's a good powder. There's not much more I can say about it. It's not my favorite, but it's good to have. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Just as I've said before, with this collection and the liquid foundation collection, color matching is extremely important because of the size of the shade range. Not a bad thing, just a warning, basically. As I said, I tried to color match through the Ulta app and it was completely wrong. You know, I still haven't been able to buy the liquid foundation because, like, I just haven't had time because you have to sit there and try like 5 different testers because there's so many light shades. But you know, I'll get to it. But in the meantime, the powder is really, really nice. Very pretty. My complaint is that, you know, my biggest complaint basically is that the pan is large, but it is not deep at all. I don't even know if you can like tell, but like, yeah, that's not very deep at all. So don't be deceived. The pan is, like I said, it is large. It's just there could be more in here for sure. Packaging is still cute though. Comes with a little puff, which is nice. But yeah, it's a decent powder. It's worth trying, to be honest. So yeah, I like it. Just be careful choosing your color. So next is lip stuff. So this is I'm not sure which collection of their lip stuff is from, but this is their lip gloss in So Glazed. Boop. Excuse me. But it's just a pink shimmer. That snuck up on me. Ew. Sorry. But basically it's a beautiful like pink shimmer. I don't use this one like a ton. I do think it looks great over like a dark brown, like a chocolate brown with like a pink glaze over it. It does look really, really pretty. You know, or even over a black lipstick or by itself. Like, it is very pretty. I'm not a huge pink person. I just wanted to have a pink lip gloss on standby, and this is a great one. Very, very pretty. You know, as far as formula goes, I'm going to talk about another shade too, but this one is very moisturizing. It's thick. It smells so good. It's like a vanilla cocoa, not cocoa, but like a cocoa butter vanilla type scent. Like, yeah, like so good. Yeah, so beautiful formula, really pretty colors. I'll get into that in a second. But this is the first one. It's called So Glazed. This is my favorite lip gloss, you guys. Like, my all-time favorite as of now. This is their lip gloss in Flower Girl. Anyway, Flower Girl. And it's this blue, purple, pink, silver, like, it looks blue in the tube, but it comes across very clear on the lips. Not for lack of pigment, because like I said, these sparkles are, like, they show all day. They're very, very, like, gorgeous. You know, like I said, moisturizing, shimmery glosses like this make your lips look a little bigger, I think. But yeah, this is my favorite one. It's the bluish one. And I was panicking because for a while I genuinely thought that they discontinued it, but we just got a bunch of them in the shipment at work. So if I wanted to repurchase, because this is my unopened one, but if I wanted to repurchase, I actually can now, which is great. So yeah, it's not discontinued like I thought it was, so no need to panic. All right, final product is another lip product. It is a new one by Juvia's Place. This is the Coffee Shop Lip Gloss in the shade Brown Sugar. I don't know how to get that to focus, I'm sorry. I'll figure it out. But yeah, this one is so beautiful. It's just a perfect neutral brown to go over like anything that's nude. Whether it's a light nude, a dark brown, like this color is so beautiful because it's neutral. It can go over anything. But yeah, it's so pretty. And another cool thing about it is that it smells like coffee. It smells so nice. It's not sickeningly sweet or anything. It just smells like coffee. I don't know how else to explain it. It's, as far as smells go for their lip products, they do a great job. They're very pleasant, sweet scents, but you don't get nauseous because the smell doesn't hang around. It's very like, you smell it more in the bottle, and then when you put it on your lips, you know, you enjoy it for a few minutes, but it doesn't, the smell doesn't last. The formula does. You know, your lips are going to look great for quite a while, but the smell does not last. Actually, sorry guys, give me 1 second. No, it's in here. There it is. So this is my current bottle of Flower Girl. As you can see, it's down to like here. You know, when I said this was my favorite, I wasn't kidding. But give me 1 second, because I want you guys to see this. Do you see that sparkle? Like, that was like half cough, half sneeze. Holy cow. Such a dry mouth, such a... I basically choked on my spit and then cough sneezed. That's what that was. So gross. Okay. Well, you can set that aside. Alright, so basically that is all of my Juvia's Place products. I can say after using multiple types of products that the brand is absolutely worth it. Obviously it is a Black-owned brand, but it's, I mean, when I tell you their concealers come in a million shades, the powders come in a million shades, their other foundation, you know, it has a huge range. And then this new one, the I Am Radiance one in the green packaging, that one, you know, that's like the new favorite. Like tons and tons of shades, extremely inclusive, gorgeous shades, huge range. You know, it's absolutely worth spotlighting this brand because their quality is unreal for their relatively reasonable prices. You know, I say reasonable because it's like, you know, $15 and $20 palettes, $15 lipsticks, $14 lip glosses, I think. You know, their eyeliners are like $8 maybe. The powders are like $30 or $25, I think. You know, it's a different range. And it's absolutely, like I said, it's reasonable because of how good the quality is, in my opinion. With my experience with these multiple products, I think that, you know, the brand is absolutely stepping it up as far as formula, shade range, packaging. Juvia's Place is an absolutely gorgeous brand. Like, I definitely recommend it to anyone interested. Regardless of your skin tone, skin shade, they got you, which is really cool. You know, even I know that in the past, certain darker shades of skin have been not ignored, but basically just not, the colors weren't made for them the way they should have been. And even as a pale person, I struggle because either it's way too like pale, or it's too yellow, or it's too orange. Like even pale, like it's a pain in the ass. So the fact that Juvia's Place has like 60 shades, like I'm not even joking, there's an absurd amount of them. It may not be 60, I'll have to double check, but you know what I mean. It's a high number of shades, and you know, to the point where my mild complaint is that there's too many shades. Like, I know that sounds so silly, but it's more about the color matching part. It's more about the warning you part of this is worth it, but like get color matched, get some help, because you know, if you do it blind, you're gonna be not your shade, because I learned that lesson, which is why I tell you about it. But yeah, other than getting shade matched because of their variety, their formulas are fantastic. Their products are beautiful. Yeah, it's definitely worth it, that's for sure. So yeah, check out Juvia's Place, available at Ulta. Have a nice one.